What if I told you there was a full-size muscle car that could match a Roadrunner in performance, cruise like a Cadillac, and still fly under the radar today? Welcome to the story of the 1970 Plymouth Fury GT, the forgotten beast that Chrysler never intended to become a legend. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated performance sedans of the muscle car era. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll see why the Fury GT is a classic that deserves a place in every collector's dream garage. Background and history. Let's rewind to the late 1960s. The muscle car market was booming, and Chrysler was cashing in big with hits like the Dodge Charger and Plymouth Roadrunner. But in 1970, Plymouth slipped a wild card into the lineup, the Fury GT. Built on the full-size C-body platform, this was no lightweight pony car. It was big, bold, and built for speed. The Fury GT was based on the Fury 3, but it came standard with performance-minded features, making it one of the largest muscle cars ever built. It wasn't aimed at teenagers drag racing at stoplights. It was for the grown-up muscle enthusiast who wanted size and speed. Exterior design. The 1970 Fury GT was a visual statement, aggressive yet refined. Its long, squared-off body gave it a commanding presence on the road. The front end featured a wide grille with quad headlights, and that massive chrome bumper practically glowed under sunlight. But the signature element? The blacked-out rear panel and GT badging, along with dual exhaust cutouts integrated into the rear bumper. Optional hood scoops and rally stripes gave it muscle flair, while the fastback-style roofline added a sporty edge not often found in full-size sedans. This was Detroit's idea of a muscle car in a tuxedo. Interior comfort. Inside, the Fury GT was equally impressive. It offered the comfort of a luxury cruiser, plush vinyl bucket seats, wood grain dash accents, and optional center console with a floor shifter. The spacious cabin could comfortably seat 5, with a surprisingly quiet ride for a muscle car, thanks to heavy-duty insulation. Gauges were simple but purposeful, and the GT trim added sporty touches that hinted at its true nature. In a decade of stripped-down dragsters, the Fury GT was muscle for those who didn't want to compromise comfort, performance, and engine options. Now, let's talk about what made this beast a sleeper on the streets. Under the hood, the 1970 Fury GT came standard with a 440 cubic-inch Super Commando V8, producing 350 horsepower and 480 lb-ft of torque. Paired with a 3-speed torque flight automatic or optional 4-speed manual, this full-size rocket could do 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds. Not bad for a car that weighed over 4,000 pounds. Want more muscle? You could opt for the 440 plus 6, a 6-barrel carb setup pushing out 390 horsepower. That's Roadrunner Superbird territory. And here's the kicker. Most people on the street never saw it coming. While everyone was watching Chevelles and GTOs, the Fury GT quietly smoked them at red lights. Driving experience. Driving the Fury GT was a unique experience. Thanks to its heavy-duty suspension and power steering, it handled far better than its size would suggest. It was smooth on the highway, with enough low-end torque to cruise effortlessly at high speeds. The optional Sure Grip limited slip differential helped put all that power to the pavement. It wasn't just about going fast, it was about doing it in comfort and style. The Fury GT proved that full-size muscle didn't have to feel like a bumpy ride on railroad tracks. Rarity and collector. Value. So why don't we hear more about the 1970 Plymouth Fury GT? Simple. It was rare. Fewer than 670 were made, making it one of the rarest Mopar performance cars ever produced. Many were driven hard and disappeared into scrapyards, while others were overshadowed by smaller, flashier muscle cars. But for collectors in the know, the Fury GT is a goldmine. Prices are rising steadily, with well-preserved examples commanding $40,000 to $60,000 at auction. And climbing. This isn't just a collector car, it's a muscle car with mystery, presence, and performance. So what if I told you the 1970 Plymouth Fury GT was one of the last great muscle cars you've never heard of? It had everything: a monster engine, refined looks, a plush interior, and a street sleeper persona that could take down the best of its time. The Fury GT wasn't built to be flashy. It was built to be fast, comfortable, and rare. And that's exactly why it deserves more respect today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mopar history, hit that like button. Subscribe for more classic car content, and let us know in the comments, what other underrated muscle car should we feature next? Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the most powerful cars wear the quietest badges.